Hey everyone, and thank you so much for checking out another video here on my channel. So today's video is actually going to be a little bit different than what you have seen from me, but it was requested and I felt like sharing because it's been a while. I did actually put a post up on my blog a year or two ago, like sometime last year, I think, about this, but I just wanted to share it on video because I know a lot of you, of my subscribers, are fans of what I'm about to go into. So I just wanted to do a little video to share with you guys. So this video is all about this beautiful girl. I figured since she was on my lap and nice and comfortable, I would just do a little video about her. Oh, she's moving. Oh, just gonna lay beside me here. That has become one of her actually favorite spots now, is to lay beside her mama. But I just wanted to kind of share just very briefly her adoption story. So I moved to Pennsylvania in 2014, and about 2.5 to 3 months, about 2 months actually after I moved, I was actually planning to adopt a puppy, and that's what I'd been looking for the 2 months that from when I had moved into when I ended up getting her, and I just couldn't find a puppy that that worked for me, that jived with me, and when you're adopting a pet, it just has to be just right, and you have to have that feeling, that connection. And I just wasn't feeling it with any of the dogs that I had met at the rescue league that I was at. So one random day, literally like out of the blue, totally random, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to look into the cat section. Now, I have always wanted a all black cat, a male black cat, and unfortunately that day I wasn't coming across any, so I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to go through a couple of these pages of results of all of these cats up for adoption at this rescue league, and we're just going to see, if there's any that, that I see that I'm interested in. So this one over here was 3 pages in. She was pretty much at the top of the page. She actually had a different name. Her name was Tinker, like Tinkerbell, but just the word Tinker, which I thought was a little weird. And the second I saw her picture and the 3 pictures that were like her adoption, glamour photo, so to speak, I absolutely fell head over heels in love with her. And I called the rescue league. I asked them, I said, is she still available? They said yes. I said, okay, great. I am on my way. I want to come see her and spend some time with her. I think I want to adopt her. So they said, terrific, come on over. I got there. They brought her into a little room with me. I spent maybe not even a full 15-20 minutes with her before poking my head out, speaking to one of the rescue league associates and saying, I want to adopt her. So they said, terrific, great, we'll start the paperwork. And then there was a little problem. I didn't have the letter that said from my landlord that I'm okay to have a pet. So I told the rescue league, I said, okay, I definitely want to adopt her. Can you put her on hold for me? They said, sure, we can only put animals on hold for 24 hours. I said, oh, it'll probably be less than that, but do put her on hold. I definitely want to adopt her. I just need to get that letter. So I left. I went to the leasing office and asked them for the letter. I immediately got it. Like, they printed it out in 2 seconds. They signed it saying, yes, I can have a pet. And then immediately, instead of actually going straight back to adopt her, I did the smart thing and I went to Petco and I picked up the food that she was being fed at the rescue league. I also, of course, got a few toys. I got a few treats, and I knew that they had stuff there for cats. They actually had a pack. So when you were adopting a cat, you could pick like pack 1, pack 2, or pack 3, and depending on what pack you chose, you got along with adopting the animal, you got specific like toys or specific things for the cat. So I ended up picking, I think, the 3rd pack, which was everything. It came with toys, it came with a scooper for the litter box, it came with a couple of treats, I believe, and it came with like 1 or 2 things. So it was a really good deal. It was only like an extra 15 or 20 bucks, like on top of the adoption fee, which wasn't much at the time. So that was nice. And so I got all of like that stuff that I needed from Petco. The pack that I was just discussing, by the way, was at the Animal Rescue League that I went to. It wasn't at Petco. Just wanted to mention that just in case you got confused, because I kind of got confused myself in explaining that. But anyway, so went back from Petco to the Rescue League and had everything in the back of my car so that as soon as we got home, I would put litter in the litter box. I would set up her food. I would set up, treats and toys around my apartment, and I would do all of that so that she could get, acclimated. So I adopted her. Of course I had gotten they gave me like one of those cardboard crates to bring her home in, which, funny thing, she actually almost escaped the cardboard box on the way home. Legitimately, the location that they used to be in only was about maybe a 5-minute drive from literally their door to my door. It was maybe a 5-10 minute drive at most. And she almost escaped the box during the drive, which was hilarious. So I was like having to, on the side, while driving, like hold the box so that she couldn't get out. So it was just really funny if anybody had seen this like happening on the road with me. But yeah, so got home with her, set up everything, put out her food, put out water, and let her just kind of roam around the apartment. And it took her a couple of hours. Like, she immediately went under the bed and just kind of stayed there, which, most cats, most animals do, since when they are in a new environment, they're not sure of where to go and what's okay and what's safe and what's not. So she did stay under there for a few hours, but then she eventually started to come out, and she was, pretty timid, very like not sure of, of where to go or what to do. And, but it took her, a couple of days. And after, I would say maybe like a week or so, she was, she was running the apartment, so to speak. And she has been running it ever since. She never used to be, like, in the first couple of years, she was never a lap cat at all. She has become such a lap cat, as you just saw. And she loves being on my lap now, loves being on my bed with me when I'm going to sleep. She's such a cuddle muffin. She talks just as much as I do. She's a talker, apple tree. So yeah, I just wanted to share this really quick story with you guys, share her adoption story and all that good stuff. And yeah, so that's really it. Oh, by the way, I do want to mention something that was just really honestly coincidence. Is when I got home, there was some post on Facebook at the exact same time like that I got home and she was getting acclimated to the apartment. They came up on Facebook saying it was International Cat Day. So lo and behold, I can always remember her adoption anniversary because it is always on International Adoption Cat Day. So it was August 8th of 2014 when I adopted her, and 8 is a very special number to me and to my family, so it just was meant to be that I adopted her on that day. But yeah, so that's really it. Thank you so much for tuning in to this short but cute video, and I'll show the little one off before I sign off here. But thanks so much for tuning in. please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I hope you enjoyed Roxie's adoption story. I just realized at the end of this video, I didn't say her name until the end, but that's okay. It was a little bit of a surprise in case you didn't already know her name. And here's the little cute one. Say hi to everybody. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Are you just not being vocal right now? She's usually very vocal. Are you just not feeling vocal? Can you say hi? Say I love you. Mwah. Nope. Time to scratch. Alright, well that's it for Miss Roxie. Okay, say bye to everybody. Say bye. Love you. Bye.